What is the deal, beautiful gamers? It's your boy Uncle Rizza. We're at it again, talking about my favorite non-favorite subject, Sony with the epic PlayStation 4. So this just in, Evolve's Evolve, the 2K game, that dope, it looks dope, that asymmetrical shooter there, where it's is it 3-on-1 or 4-on-1, where it's sort of this co-op hunting scenario game. A lot of people's been talking about this since E3, and a lot of the YouTubers are raving about it, and it just looks different, you know. It looks kind of dope, actually. I might stand by for that. If it gets anything like above a 4 out of a 5, I think I might purchase this, because, you know, we're always looking for games to just sit back and relax. No, non-competitive games, I should say, where I can play with everyone, but just not be super competitive all the time, you know. But anyway, so the alpha is upon us, and it's actually going on right now, and it was supposed to be for both consoles. 2 out of the 3, sorry Nintendo. It was supposed to be for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC as well. So 2K came out and said that the PlayStation 4 version is now delayed until further notice, and this is due to the latest PS4 2.0 firmware, and they were having some the quote is they were having difficulties, network difficulties. There weren't much more detail than that, but man, I think this is interesting in so many different ways. One, if this was not an alpha, let's say this was the actual production game, the game as a whole would have been delayed, because Sony would have never let the Xbox One and the PC version be released while theirs wasn't. And I let me be clear, that's not something that only Sony does. I think it's sort of a responsibility that the publisher has to the game, to Sony or to Microsoft, to sort of make sure that they minimize this sort of these sort of mishappenings as much as possible. So if it were the release of the actual game, then the game would have been delayed. They would not have let the Xbox and PC one go on sale and the PlayStation one get pushed back. And I think, I don't know whose push that is. I would say it's the game developers, that just the publishers that just need to, you know, it's good business. You can't piss off one or make one look that much worse than the other. And yeah, but because it's an alpha, we see this sort of thing where, no, it doesn't matter. They don't care. The alpha is still out for the Xbox One. It's still out for the PC, and it's sort of like tough shit for the PlayStation guys that wanted to play. And yeah. But to me, the most interesting thing is, and this is why I like to do these videos. Sometimes I troll. Right now, I'm not trolling. I'm just giving it what it is, spade to spade. But why I like to do these videos is because I don't think people sort of forget what last generation had to offer, right? Like, Xbox fanboys forget about the red ring, and that was the most expensive consumer recall in history. And PlayStation dudes forget about the constant network outages, the constant leaks of passwords, and just the overall shitty service that they had. And it's interesting to see none of that carries over as wisdom to these new consoles. People just, they're so elated with their purchase, they forget about what happened a few years ago. And this is consistently Sony. I mean, listen, these problems are they might as well be recycled problems. These updates coming out bricking shit, updates coming out breaking shit, updates coming out making shit worse, PSN going down, shit getting hacked, credit card information leaked. Like, this is part of PlayStation's DNA after the PlayStation 3. And it's interesting that people don't recognize this trend. It's not even a trend, it's just the way it is, and people don't see it. And my main point here, and to why I'm making this video, is I want to point out something very real. There's such a thing called quality of service, and the PlayStation right now has very little of it. Now, you may have quality of hardware. The PlayStation 4 is obviously more powerful than the Xbox One, but the quality of service is terrible. And I'm not even going to bring in quality of software. We already know what that's like. You know, Sony promised 40 exclusives, delivered like 12, and out of all of these 12, only like one of them made it above a 7.0 on a review. Like, this is terrible. And for somebody looking from the outside looking in, they can easily say which one is the more expensive system, which one is the more consistent, which one has actually delivered. So you get what you pay for. That extra $100 that you were bitching about is justified. You get shitty service, you get shitty software, you got great hardware with nothing to take advantage of it, and it's just like, yeah, hurry up and wait. Yikes. But yeah, let's hope that these guys can get this PlayStation 2.0 update working. Look forward to 2.01 2.02. Let's hope they get that up and running, because I know this must be really frustrating for these guys at this point. And yeah, some guys just want to play games, man. They're not vested in the fanboy war. But Jesus Christ, even the alphas are getting delayed. It's your boy, Uncle RZA. I'm out. Peace.